Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Throwing on first down is Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Lance now on first down. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Again, it's Lance. It's complete to Snead. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. To throw, it's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 11. The Lance going to throw. Rolling to his left. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Here's Lance to throw it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And now they'll throw with Lance. Caught right side, it's Snead. Touchdown 49ers. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. On first down, Lance being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now the Niners going. Signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Matthew Stafford with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. The Browns trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. In that game, level as they take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half?
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Rolling to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
And where did this kid come from last season? Overlooked leading up to the year, he then goes for nearly 1,000 yards in just 11 games. He's a top 10 rusher as a rookie and should be a centerpiece of San Francisco's offense moving forward.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Lance. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. Touchdown! Elijah Mitchell. He scored on it. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Lance. Snead's got it. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Lance. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Able to get away. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second down, Ingram. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong... will keep this drive rolling. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Ingram will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start with the option. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And some room to maneuver. There goes Mark Ingram. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 9. 70 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times.
To myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Mitchell here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They're the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to